Let's talk about pronouns. They're some of the most common words we use every single day, but man, they can also cause some of the biggest communication headaches. If you get them right, your writing is sharp, it's clear, it's powerful. But if you get them wrong, well, let me just show you.
Take a look at this sentence. She told her that her keys were on the table. Okay, seems simple, but wait a minute. Whose keys are we talking about here? The first person's? The second person's? We literally have no idea. This kind of confusion is exactly why getting a handle on pronouns is so important.
So, what even is a pronoun? Well, the official definition is a word that takes the place of a noun. But I like to think of them as the hard-working understudies of language. They step in for the main star, the noun, to stop our sentences from sounding clunky and, honestly, just plain repetitive.
For instance, we could say, Mariah loves singing. Mariah has a powerful voice. I mean, it's correct, sure, but it just sounds a little clunky, right? By swapping in the pronoun she, it just flows. Mariah loves singing. She has a powerful voice. It's smoother, more efficient, and it just sounds way more natural.
Okay, but here's the crucial part. For a pronoun to work its magic, it needs a really clear anchor. It needs a noun that it's clearly pointing back to. The grammar term for this is the antecedent. It's basically the original noun that the pronoun is subbing in for. Without a clear antecedent, you get that whole mess we saw with the keys.
And here's what that looks like in action. When the dog saw the squirrel, it barked loudly. Simple question, what barked? Well, it is clearly pointing right back to the dog. The antecedent is obvious, so the meaning is crystal clear. This connection, you guys, is the absolute foundation of using pronouns the right way.
All right, so now that we've got the basic job of a pronoun down, let's meet the family. You can think of these as a cast of characters, and each one has a very specific job to do in our language.
Now, we're not going to go through every single one, but let's just hit the highlights. You've got your personal pronouns, I, he, they. Those are your main characters on the stage. Then you have possessive pronouns like my and her, which are all about ownership. Reflexive pronouns like myself, well, they bounce the action right back to whoever started it. And relative pronouns like who and that, they're the connectors, the glue that holds different parts of a sentence together.
Okay, knowing the types is one thing, but using them correctly in the wild, that's where things can get a little tricky. So let's dive into some of the most common mix-ups. If you can master these, I promise you're going to see a huge improvement in your writing.
One of the biggest hurdles is understanding the difference between a subject and an object. It's actually pretty simple. The subject is the doer of the action, and the object is the receiver of the action. So I throw the ball is thrown to me. She calls him. Once you start seeing this doer versus receiver pattern, everything else just kind of clicks into place.
And that brings us to this classic mistake. Her and me went to the store. So let's ask the question, who did the action? Who went? Well, both people did, right? That makes them the subjects. So we have to use subject pronouns. She and I went to the store. Here's a little trick. Just test each one by itself. You'd never say me went to the store, you'd say I went. The same rule applies when there are two of you.
And now for the one everyone loves to argue about, who versus whom. But guess what? It follows the exact same logic. Who is a subject, a doer. Whom is an object, a receiver. So in the sentence, to whom did you give the book? The book is being given to someone. That person is receiving it. They're the object. So you need the object pronoun, whom. A quick cheat for you. If you can answer the question with him or her, then you should probably use whom. You gave the book to him, so whom is correct. Okay, let's bring this all home. It's time to tackle the final boss of pronoun problems, the very thing we started with, the vague antecedent. This is where even really good writing can suddenly become super confusing.
So we're back where we started. Check this out. After the intern spoke to the manager, he was happy. Who is he? Was the intern happy? The manager? The meaning is totally lost because that antecedent is so ambiguous. The easiest fix here isn't to find a better pronoun, it's just to rewrite the sentence. The manager was happy after speaking with the intern. Boom. Problem solved, no confusion.
So let's do a quick recap. Here are your pronoun power-ups. First, and most importantly, every single pronoun needs one clear antecedent, no exceptions. Second, know your doers versus your receivers, your subjects from your objects. Third, make sure you're using the right tool for the job.
And finally, my favorite tip, when in doubt, just rewrite the sentence. Clarity is always, always the #1 goal.
You know, at the end of the day, this isn't just about memorizing grammar rules. It's really about respecting your audience's time and attention. Pronouns are like these invisible threads that hold our thoughts together. So the real question isn't just about avoiding mistakes. It's about how you're going to use these powerful little words to make your own communication more precise, more intentional, and way more impactful.